Hi there, Cupcake. Bitcoin crashing below $80,000 has got everybody worried, but I still emphatically believe the bull market is still on. I've used the weekly super trend. We know that we have stock standard corrections. I'm even going to just show you this, friends. This is a very, very common just stock market price behavior, everything. Bitcoin has now retraced 50% of the move up. Do you get it? So you draw a fib from here. This was about $49,000 and went up to whatever, 109 from here to here. So halfway in that point, that's exactly this halfway point. See, friends, it's kind of like funny how it's exactly the midpoint. This is where we are around, you know, around 80,000, 79,500. So can we go close the CME gap, 78K? Yeah, but whatever. What's a few $1,000s amongst friends? It's kind of interesting how it looks like. You don't think that, because you've been going up, you don't think that this move is like enough. You think it has to go all the way back down. No, that's 50% move. That's very stock standard, as I mentioned. That's a 50% retrace. That's like a normal, typical reload zone. There's a 50% pullback, and then you come back in. Okay. Also, last time I checked, Toby still has his mustache. Toby One Kenobi. We love and appreciate everyone. I think Toby and a few people are also talking about, you know, maybe Bitcoin could go back and retest the 2021 highs. Something out here. It could do that. Look, of course, friends, anything's possible. It's just if we close under this, it's just high odds we're in a bear market. If we close below $74,000. Now, we can close there, and then we have like, you know, 15% chance where we just go up only and we continue. That can happen, okay? It's actually what happened back here. But yeah, this is when Chinese government actually did usher in the bear market, altcoin bear market, and then you just have to continue going up. But these are rare. This is rare. Most of the time, it just swings the other way. Here's the thing. Why? Look, if we go back to 2021's high, I just want to remind you, we spent 9 months grinding through it. Okay, so I feel like we've done enough testing and rejection now of this area where we rejected up, which is exactly what we would like to see. Now, what's everybody else thinking, friends? Let's play some Cranky G music. Just Moo. Reminds me, baby, of you. All you can do is sing and dance and pretend like everything's okay. We have Ben Copen calling for a $700 ETH, $700 to $1,000-ish, calls it going home. In his comment section, I just swapped my Ethereum to Bitcoin. So basically, I sold my ETH and I bought Bitcoin. And I will wait until quantitative tightening ends to get back some ETH. I couldn't take it anymore. So this is, so shout out to Louis out here, Louis Rodriguez. A lot of people are doing that. But yeah, you're more confirmation for me, because you don't sound like you know what you're doing. Yes. Like, it's just, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's just Louis, Habib, you're, so what you're doing is, after the longest downtrend in Ethereum history, after this thing is still down 67% in 4 years, you now can't take it anymore, so you want to sell. Just telling you, friends, if you ever say the words, I can't take it anymore, it usually means, if you can't take it anymore and the thing is going down, it means buy. Okay? And when you can't take it anymore and the thing is going up, start taking profit. Trim something out here. What do you think, friends? Do you think it's going to happen? This quantitative tightening is always the topic of everyone's conversation, because like it's quantitative tightening, interest rates, you know, Donald Trump, is he going to be able to move everything and move the US dollar? It's always on the tip of everyone's tongue. But as you know, friends, doesn't mean the macro forces are just in play, and we just have to wait it out. A quick update on North Lazarus scum. So North Korea, piece of trash, evil scum hackers over there, they have laundered 270,000 Ethereum, and they've used ThorChain. So that's worth $600 million. So they've actually moved all the ETH laundering through ThorChain. They're using that as a mixer of sorts. And they still have in their wallet 230,000 ETH. It's worth $500 million today, but at this rate, it might be $25 by next week. So that's pretty much the update, what's happening here on North Korean scum. Just interesting. That's what state actors want, friends. State actors want Ethereum, because you can't turn it off and you can do some stuff here. Found this funny too. Check it out. Here we have Forbes, friends, with their big articles. Here we have CZ, crypto's secret billionaire club. Right here. Bang. Everything dropped 90% from that moment. 99% from the top. Here we have Forbes with Soy Bankman-Fried. You know, the guy started all lactating man boobs. You have it all here. And then bang, everything was over. Here we have Forbes with Michael Chad Saylor calling him the Bitcoin alchemists. Forbes, have you done it again? I mean, it's something interesting to think about. I don't think it's over. Why? Jim Cramer, he did 2 positive comments for Michael Saylor. With like, I was thinking, oh man, it's over. But then he countered it. He did a positive comment. He did a negative comment. He goes, nah, I wouldn't recommend MicroStrategy. Looks trashy. So that's actually pretty good. In some hurtful news as well, friends, PulseChain is at a new all-time low. This is a all-time low monthly close. So I know you look at these little prices, but like no one cares. You're pretty much a dead body. Bitcoin's tripled in price and you've made a new all-time low pretty much. I know, friends, also I've got to remind you that, yes, the liquidity has been pulled. Just to let everyone know, the liquidity has been pulled. So basically a bit of selling now does a lot of damage. And so we're waiting for the periods where we get a bit of buying does hopefully better upside attacks to the offers. But yeah, seeing everything has dropped 20% a day is not nice. A lot of people say this feels like a bear market. It is what it is, man. We went from depression to like slightly less depression last year, and now we're back to depression. So if you want to call that bear market starting, okay, you can call it what you want. It doesn't really matter. I'm still holding until we get expensive prices. This is pretty much what it's like out there in the crypto, friends. This is the current state of crypto markets.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently. That's okay. Things are gonna be okay.
Ah, man, gold. That's exactly how everyone feels like. It's just melting. Everything melting down. Remember, I just got to stress to you, okay? I made all the highest value content here in crypto here for you. There are 100 people in a room. Call it the market cap. Okay? The door can only fit 2 people. Call it the liquidity. That's the bid. There's 100 people in the room. 2 people can fit through the door. Okay? When those 2 people exit, that's it. Nobody else can exit. Now, if 2 people exit, what about the other 98 people in the house? What if they don't want to sell? What if they want to stay in the house? Well, that's what they're doing right now. We're like, oh, we're going to keep holding. Okay. But the prices get obliterated, catastrophically when those 2 people exit. Because that's what it is. The bid, if like, for example, in a 100 million market cap coin, the liquidity is only $1 million on the bid. 1 million, there's 100 million market cap. So if people want to just, like literally, if just 2 people want to get out of everything, they have big supply, that's it, they're done. Everything goes down. That's exactly what we're seeing in crypto right now. So even though the prices, it looks painful, you're seeing paper hand, soy boy, pencil neck, noodle arm, femboy, twinkleink, cucks. They are selling. Okay. And it's just 2 people out of 100. Now, I know it looks like a lot of people. It's actually not. Percentage-wise, it's just 2% of people. It's nothing. Okay, we've been through this thousands of times before. I also want to give you some big breaking news updates, friends. So MetaMask, aka the most dog shit wallet in all of crypto, they've actually done a huge announcement. Their new update is coming soon. So they are now upgrading to Solana and Bitcoin. So they're now going to allow your wallet, your MetaMask wallet, to support Solana, also and connect to Bitcoin, which means you'll be able to send yourself Bitcoin, I guess, bridge on between. It's basically just doing what Phantom wallet already does, and Phantom's ahead of the game, but it is what it is, okay? Here I am going, you want an overhaul? Here's coming. So they're going to change the user experience out here. You want to manage multiple SRPs, whatever it is, seed raise with one wallet, it's coming. Also to let you know, friends, another big update. They will now have gasless transfers. So you will be able to swap without having, say, Ethereum gas fee. They will be able to let you pay with another token, any other token. Yeah. So if, let's say you only have 1,000 USDT in your wallet, you will be able to buy something. You don't actually need Ethereum. Obviously, what they will do in the background is they end up buying the ETH, do the transaction for you, and then they end up doing it. So that's pretty much how it would work out here. They're not mentioning when it's going to go live, but yeah, just showing you things are getting on the move on. Also, the PEC muscles upgrade for Ethereum is coming in March, which is going to basically remove the approval transaction. So instead of doing things in like 3 trays, it can happen in one. In one swap, it just swaps. So it's getting faster pretty much. Yeah, so these things are happening. I know it feels like it doesn't happen like fast enough, but look, I'll just tell you right now, friends, even if Ethereum could do fast transactions, you would have the exact same price. You got it? You'd have the exact same price, even if Ethereum could do fast transactions. Business cycles, macro cycles, cyclical forces, they are bigger than just a few economic tweak and upgrades and code, okay? It is what it is. No one's going to get that high US dollar to go down by coding up some stuff. That's it. You get it? So in a nutshell, I mean, I've written it here. Let's actually crank it again, friends.
Footsteps on the dance floor. Reminds me, baby, of you.
Now, we have us lifting this ever so infinitely heavy boulder through. PulseChain needs US dollar lower. Please business ISM to ping above 50 for the next few months. And ETH BTC to go above 0.045 plus and keep rallying. So have you noticed all of those things? They're outside your control, my control. They're outside Richard's control. They're outside everyone's control. We are all in this together, and that's pretty much the game. Something to think about, friends. I keep looking at, I don't know why, it just amazes me. This Michael Saylor purchase price, he's now only, man, 20% on side. Did he really buy that much? Like, I lost track of how much he bought, man. Friends, look how stacked the green circles are in the right, man. Look how absolutely he's a freaking nutcase. Oh my gosh, he has no off button. Look at that, man. He's bought $16 billion here. So in this circle, he bought as much as this whole square. Isn't that wild? In this little circle. He bought as much as this whole square. That's 16 billion up here, and that is 16 billion for this whole thing. That is wild. Man, that's big. And actually, I've just done a very, very quick post here to remind everyone, man, just look at it like this, man. 16 billion this whole way, 16 billion up here. So what can you gather from this? He's got no off button. As the price goes high, I mean, we know why he's got no off button. I can imagine this one day. He gets liquidated or something goes wrong. Something always goes wrong. So I'm already seeing there's a lot of people on Twitter, and I appreciate you, but you guys are totally wrong. Like, please study. Come back to me when you've studied every single economic boom-bust cycle in history. You will notice there is a common pattern. There is always leverage. Always. And if you go read all the journals, all the articles, all the news, throughout the times, the newspaper clippings, the people doing the leverage, when they're interviewed, they say, no, you don't get it, dude. It ain't leverage. Your little peanut brain, your little pea brain, you can't understand this. It ain't leverage, okay? It may be a grape, it may be a squeaky chair, it may be a poker ball, but it ain't leverage. Is it somebody else's money, sir? Yes. So it's, no. It's not leverage. It's closer to a lemon than leverage. Everything but leverage. It ain't leverage. You don't get it. There's no liquidation. There's no leverage. None of that. You got it? Comprendo? Kaput. No leverage. Every time. However, through the benefit of hindsight, you know exactly how they play out every single time. There is some catastrophic wipeout. Catastrophic every single time, friends. There's always a button gets pressed, someone loses the plot, some of the rules change, some of the conditions change every time, every freaking damn time. That's why I've even written here, right? In every business cycle, there are leverage top buyers who convince the world that they're smart and they are not actually doing any leverage. It turns out when the game washes everyone, they were doing leverage every single time. Retailers are selling Ethereum here, which is great for fee buying, or just holding in general. So this is the Michael Chad Saylor, friends. You just don't see that, friends. This is Ben Copen, is $1,000 ETH, expects stuff out here. Bitcoin, Michael Saylor. Sell a kidney if you must, but keep the Bitcoin. So it feels like, oh man, don't do it. Don't tempt it. How many times? What if Jim Cramer just flips? You know what I mean? So, Mr. BC. So on March 14th, Saylor gets close to being liquidated, then we pump. No. If it goes below 67,000, there's no liquidation. But here's the thing, friends. This is what you don't get. If you do leverage, it doesn't mean you automatically just lose, okay? The reason why leverage is dangerous is because it's like drugs, man. It feels so good at the start. That's why people develop drinking habits, okay? If you drank alcohol and you immediately got a hangover in 3 minutes, nobody would drink alcohol. They drink alcohol because they have a good time first. Yep. So Michael Saylor's in the having a good time part, where there's like high class ladies of the night and everybody else at the New Year's Eve party, you know, but that's what happens. Look, just think about this, man. He bought $16 billion up here, and he also bought, he also bought $16 billion there. He bought all up here. So when you might find this, man, if this goes up, if we go up, What, you think is going to be adding another $1 billion? No. He's going to get an extreme large amount of volume of people coming in who will want to give in money. He will get more sources of funds. They'll all want it. They'll all want it. That's what happens at the top of every cycle, man. Like, now you think of it, you're like, no, there's no way these super smart people can ever do that. No, that's the thing, friends. It's always the smart people. Because the smart people, they end up doing some like mental gymnastics where they're like, no, this time is different because we have these variables at play. Even Michael Saylor, friends, when people asked him about the 4-year cycle in interview, I think it was Laura Shin, I forgot. People were asking about 4-year cycle stuff up here. He was saying, your 4-year cycle gets blown apart. He goes, and the example he used is, he goes, how does your 4-year cycle model play when you have a pinball machine? Yeah, you're playing on your pinball machine, and then Godzilla comes in and just steps on your whole city. That's literally the example he used. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, that's how he's thinking about it. He's basically saying, and then guess what? The bear market happened. But he didn't believe in it. He still didn't believe in it. It's interesting, friends. So many people, because you watch me, the cycles are so clear. No. Watch so many other people that don't believe in it. They still don't believe in it. They just think it's all totally random and stuff out here. But it is what it is. That's why it's like, it's almost like it's programmed into the universe. Like, somebody has to like not believe in the cycle so they can do all the leverage at the top and get done. You know what I mean? Someone out there. Don't let it be you. It doesn't have to be you. It's someone out there. It's like basically like the universe just like picks somebody out. It's kind of like, you know, there's like 15 characters in a TV show, and the TV writers are like, you know what? I'm going to make one of these characters drink room temperature water, and one of them hunch their back and betray everybody else. You know, who's it going to be? They pick one of the characters. You know what I mean? And then like we're just saying, hey, don't put your hand up. Because the seasonal writers, they're coming, they're like, hey, who wants to get liquidated? See, if they ask that question like that, nobody puts their hand up. But they don't do that, right? It's more like temptation. It's a temptress. It's like, hey, who wants to get like really, really, really drunk? Who wants to get like really high? Oh, who wants to feel like really, really, really good? Feel like you're on top of the world, become a main character, get put on all the magazines. And everyone's like, oh, I'll do it. You basically, it's like selling your soul. But you're like, no, you're getting put on there because you're doing a fantastical thing. That could unwind. Where are we going to go from here, friends? Well, you know, you notice a theme I have in my videos, and I'll keep mentioning it to you. Even though Bitcoin is being poop, altcoins are still holding up on others' BTC, despite Bitcoin and Ethereum going garbage. Something also interesting to think about, others' ETH friends, they're actually gaining strength on Ethereum. Isn't that wild? They're gaining strength. Do you want to know what that tells me? That tells me altcoins, they are actually out of the weakness. They are. It's only Ethereum that's got the weakness, the bulk of it. That's what this chart is basically telling me. Because look at this. If we go back to last cycle, here's 2021. By this point, others' ETH was going up. You see that? You see that, friends? So, and also, if you go back to 2017, look at this. Others' ETH, when it was just starting, it was going up as well. So, if you go to this cycle, look at this. Others' ETH, ever since July last year, man, it's been like going up. That's wild. Actually, it's been going up since May 2023. That's wild. But yeah, some people, you might explain this as XRP going up, some other sectors going up, Solana going up. You could explain that. But not much of the index of the top 10 to top 200 coins, not all of them are Solana linked or XRP linked at all. They're still Ethereum linked. So that's what it's just telling me, man. Like, basically, friends, what this is telling me is altcoins, they are showing like they're basically in the beginning of a bull market right now. If you classify the bull market as you outperforming Ethereum. Sure, they're not outperforming BTC, but they're holding up there. But that's what you want, though. You're taking a punt on Ethereum long term. Yeah? Like over the very, very long term, over 10 years, do you think ETH BTC is higher or lower from here? Higher. Obviously, it's higher. They got the networks. They got the stable coins. They got real world assets. They got all the layer 2s. You know what I mean? They have all the brains. Ethereum, friends, Ethereum's got 5,500 developers. Bitcoin's got like poop all. They got like 300 people. And all they're doing is like doing once every 6 year updates. Okay? You see what I mean? So ETH BTC over time. So if you're thinking, okay, well, I want to accumulate Ethereum then right, over the next 10 years. Well, here's the thing, man. Holding altcoins on average, I mean, like they're working. They're working. It's just that the US dollar price isn't up. That's what it is. That's why we need everything to flush up. But man, friends, we're ready to rock. We're literally ready to rock. It's just that we have these wider cyclical forces. It's basically another way. So a lot of people will also say, Shami, does this also mean that Ethereum has enormous manipulation? Could it be Citadel or anything else? Yeah, there's always someone selling, friends. Like, prices go down because someone sells. Just like there's always someone new. There's always a new main bad character. There's always a reason why we can't go up. It's always on and on and on. But who cares? They get washed out with time. Eventually, you just get rid of them and new people come in. That's what we're waiting for. Don't forget who loves you. Like, subscribe. I'm a bull moo. Catch you soon.